going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive, and you episode 2 of the Pokemon X and Y CageLocke, and I am joined by a very, very special guest. You guys already know his name is ShadyPenguinn.
What's going on, aDrive Army? ShadyPenguinn here, and we're continuing our CageLocke today.
Yes, we are. I'm very excited, man. I think episode 1 was an absolute blast, and I obviously have my my nice little heated up fire types ready to go after this this first gym badge. We're going to be facing off against each other in our first ever CageLocke, which will be happening very, very soon. And if you guys did miss episode 1, the link is always in the description. You guys check out episode 1 on both my channel and Shady's channel. And don't forget, if you're new and you don't know Shady, his link in the description as well. Make sure you go check him out, guys.
Definitely. Did you see the little Charmander sticking out of this guy's backpack?
I don't think I did, but I believe you. If that makes any
he has a little
difference.
Charmander sticking out, and I was like, oh, this guy wants to be just like aDrive when he grows up. Gets all the fire type Pokemon, but he has bug type Pokemon, so it's like a.
I have a Charmander blanket and a Charmander wallet.
Wow.
That my sister gave me, and I have a Charizard car. So I'm actually quite into Charizard. And
Wait, you have a
Charmander.
Charizard car?
I do. You've never seen my car, really? I have to. So it's gonna sound like I'm gloating here, but it's true. I do have an orange 350Z convertible, and I have the license plate CHRZRD.
Oh my god!
I had to, man. I had to. When I got that car, it's like my dream car, and when I got it, I was trying to think of a custom license plate for it, and I could not pass on the opportunity to put Charizard as my license plate. So
that's incredible.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm no joke. I was actually at the grocery store yesterday, and this happens every so often. But I was going back to my car with some groceries, and this girl's taking a picture of my car, and she's like, "I love your license plate. Is it okay if I take a picture?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course." Like it's such a flattering experience for me. It's really funny.
Yeah, no, definitely. That is awesome.
Yeah, you gotta get a, I don't know what kind of car you drive, but you gotta get a custom Pokemon license plate now, man.
I drive a 2003 Chevy Malibu. It's green. It's not getting a custom license plate. My next car, though, maybe.
You don't think it's deserving of, I don't know, maybe like a Caterpie license plate or something?
Wow, no, I would never pay the $75, however much it is, to get a custom license plate to have my car be known as Caterpie.
I really wanted to get like a bright yellow car and have the Pikachu license plate. It would have been epic, but I'd imagine it's probably taken.
Yeah, I'm sure that it is. I'm not surprised. I guess I'm kind of surprised Charizard wasn't taken, actually. But how many orange cars do you see?
Not too many, and it's like a pretty bright orange too. It's an obnoxious orange, so I think it's actually called like Le Mans Sunset or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, there we go.
Named after a raceway. I'm not positive, but nevertheless, pretty cool.
That is awesome. Well, just so you guys know, in the comment section down below of this video, you feel free to leave like topics that you want to hear us talk about throughout this LP, because as we're not reading the in-game text and we're kind of just hanging out doing this CageLocke, getting mentally and emotionally prepared for each cage match, we want to kind of just talk about things that you want to hear about. Today we're probably going to be spitting about the GBA, the Global Battle Association. If you do not know what that is, you should be caught up on it, because
ready to rock. It's coming, man. It's coming. It's
coming soon. So how much I know I saw the other day that you were streaming. Wow, you're really gonna paralyze me, Pichu. That you were streaming and you had viewers using my Pokemon.
I did. I don't know. So I gotta be honest, Shady. We're in the same division.
Yep.
And we're gonna be facing each other twice this season.
Yep.
And we both have very powerful teams.
Yes.
So I had a couple of my viewers create some teams to kind of simulate some of the Pokemon I could be facing in the GBA. So I had a couple of viewers make some Shady teams, make some Crimson teams.
Right.
Make some, teams like that, just so I can get more familiar with those teams and give myself a little bit of an advantage kind of going into those matches, because I've already played against those Pokemon and stuff. So
of course.
It seemed like a good idea. I'm actually gonna go get a Wild Encounter, because we haven't gotten a Wild Encounter on this route yet. So
oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that.
I'm gonna do that because that's an opportunity to get something really fancy. I think there's like Dunsparce in this route, and I would love a male Burmy, would be my dream come true. But it's gonna be a Bunnelby, it looks like, for me.
Wow. So. No huge power. You know what? I forgot to say last episode we were talking about huge power and Bunnelby not having it because it's hidden, and Azumarill. They're both bunnies. Why do bunnies? What is the trend of, like? Does Game Freak think that bunnies are powerful?
Well, I don't think it's that Game Freak thinks that bunnies are powerful. I think they just know that bunnies are powerful.
Oh, they know. Okay.
Maybe. I just got crit. That was not good. I don't know if I could live another one.
Oh, I can't wait till crits. Yes. Okay, so you guys gotta remember, even though, oh my gosh, Nuzlocks, I you know what it is? My brain is having a hard time balancing the idea that it's a CageLocke and a Nuzlocke at the same time. So I'm thinking about the fact that we're gonna match each other, and then I totally just remember that there's a chance that your Fennec can get critted anyway. So you know what?
It's true, and it's definitely a very realistic possibility, I guess you could say, that it could happen. So gotta always be careful, always gotta be paying attention. I find that that's probably the toughest thing to do, is while you're like kind of caught up in your conversation, is to be paying attention to make sure you don't leave a Pokemon out there if it's about to faint. So
yeah,
like right now, if I get critted, I lose my Scatterbrain. So you gotta be kind of careful.
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind it. Oh, he's getting you down.
I kind of would. I'm trying to catch this Bunnelby here, and so we were talking about the GBA, and I think it's a good topic because it is coming up very, very soon. We're going to be having our first matches, going up very, very soon, and it's going to be exciting.
From the time they're watching this, potentially the first matches go up tomorrow.
Yes, exactly. So that's really neat. You guys are going to get to see the first week of the GBA. Who are you playing first week?
I have the blessing of going up against John Pokemon the first week.
Oh my God. So you have arguably the toughest person in the league.
Absolutely.
All the rankings are saying John is going to be the best player in the league with the best team. And you have to face him week 1. Shady people, what are you going to do?
I'm not happy about it, even a little. There's no part of me that's excited. Like, I'm excited for the GBA and everything. I can't wait to do it. But there's no part of me that says, you know what, you're going to go up Seed 1. You're going to go up against Seed 1, Week 1. Like that, why? Why? I don't know. I don't know how that happened. I don't know what Steve was doing. I don't know what the randomizer was doing. I don't know. You just caught that Bunnelby.
I did catch the Bunnelby, and I'm looking for a good nickname. What's the name of the bunny from Looney Tunes?
Oh, Bugs?
Bugs, yeah, I like Bugs.
Yeah, Bugs is a solid name.
Let's name him Bugs. I was thinking Roger, but I like Bugs.
Ooh,
I don't
Roger
know if it's
Rabbit.
2 G's, but we'll just go with 1, and hopefully it's spelled right. And if it's wrong, I'm sorry. But so you're playing against John week 1. I'm playing against Crimson Seabad, a new addition to the league. So he's a little bit of an unknown individual in terms of the GBA.
Yeah.
But
how are you feeling? Are you feeling good? Have you had time to prepare at all yet?
Yes, so I actually have been, I'm taking it very seriously this season, probably a little bit too seriously. I've been preparing for about a week and a half now, testing out my team on Showdown and really practicing with the different Pokemon and trying to get familiarized, because I'm a lower tier player, as you may or may not know from my NU match against you. So, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
So I'm a lower tier player. I don't really play the higher tiers very frequently. In fact, I don't really know much about a lot of the higher tier Pokemon. So I found that last season, the GBA, there was instances where I was running against Pokemon like Landorus and Thundurus and things like that I've never faced before, because I just don't play the higher tiers.
Yeah.
And they were using moves that I would have never really thought made sense, and it cost me a couple games. So I wanted to make sure I took my team, my GBA team onto OU Showdown and just kind of play against some different Pokemon and stuff like that. And I actually, was playing decent, so I was pretty happy with that.
That's
so
awesome.
I just want to really make sure I prepare, because the GBA is a ton of fun. I think the viewers really get into it, and I think it's we have a great group of guys for this season. I think it's going to be an awesome season.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys watching don't know what the GBA is for some unknown reason, Global Battle Association, you can literally go youtube.com/GBA official, I think it is. If you YouTube search Global Battle Association, it'll be the YouTube that comes up. And it's a sports-like league for Pokemon where we drafted our teams, and it's like aDrive said, it's a lot of fun. I, unfortunately, with all the stuff going on right now, I have not been able to prepare for my match just yet, but I saw that John hasn't either, so
there you go.
I'm assuming we're going to have a match later on in the week after I moved in, which will be good because I can spend my first night moved in just preparing for the GBA. And hopefully...
And the GBA preparation, it might seem pretty easy, but you're pairing 11 Pokemon against 11 Pokemon, team to team, and you really have to think out your team quite a bit, because you not only have to kind of plan for what your opponent might bring, but you have to make sure you can stop any potential sweeps. You also have to, kind of counter their team and kind of come up with some unique ways to go about. It's a completely different format from a standard battle, and
it really
I think
is.
that's what makes the GBA so exciting, is that there is so much variation. There is so many question marks going into every battle, and good preparation can really make a difference. So.
I think preparation is probably 70% of the battle.
I would have to agree. I mean, there was definitely instances from I have very little experience with the GBA, but definitely instances where, really good preparation and kind of going a little bit outside of the box made all the difference in the world in a matchup that, I shouldn't have won, or the other person shouldn't have won, on paper, but good preparation, a little bit of prediction abilities and stuff like that, and it turns out good, so.
Yeah, definitely. It's crazy because, like you said, like you feel like you might be taking it too seriously, but there's definitely a point where you can over plan. I think you can get a little caught up, and you plan for the most obscure stuff, and then that stuff doesn't come through. And
unless you're playing Miguel, then
you prepare for Psycho Shift Honchkrow baiting the burn. That's fine.
I gotta be honest. So Miguel and I run our teams by each other quite frequently. I like to reach out to Miguel because I consider him to be a very good resource.
Definitely.
To kind of overlook my team and give me his opinions, and I think that's a good thing to do in some ways. So I like to ask him for his opinions, but he told me that he was running that Psycho Shift Honchkrow against you, and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be perfect. He's like, this is the scenario. I know it's gonna work. I think it was against your Trevenant or something like that.
Yep, and it worked perfectly, dude. It was ridiculous. That's literally. I think it was my 10th. Was my 10th pick or my 9th pick? Whatever. Oh no. I think it was my 10th. My last pick was Honchkrow this season, and I literally was just thinking about that. I'm like, you know what? I can Psycho Shift, so it's no big deal. I'm taking Honchkrow. I also needed flying because for the off chance, I thought I was going to face John later, but I was like, I need something for his Venusaur besides my, gosh darn, what did I get? His Elf? Yeah, besides my Elf.
What do you have for that thing?
I mean, I have Honchkrow Brave Bird, that's about it. And then Azelf, I can, if I have to, I can go really offensive with my Azelf with Psychic Stab, but those are the only two weaknesses it has anyways, Flying and Psychic, so.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough, I mean, Mega Venusaur was one of the first picks over, I think it was actually the first pick overall.
It was the first pick.
And it was on my list for my first pick if I could have gotten it.
Me too.
Very, very good Pokemon in this format, just because it's got so many, or so little weaknesses, its bulk is absolutely insane. And it's such a good Pokemon in this format, and John, that's probably one of the main reasons. I mean, John's a really good battler, but it's probably one of the main reasons why his team is considered to be so good, is just having Venusaur is going to make any team really good.
Absolutely. Well, that's why I had to follow up with Scizor, because I was gonna, those are my two, for me, those are my two megas to go for, was Venusaur because of very little weakness, the versatility. It could be defensive, it could be offensive, it could honestly, if you really need to go physical, you can, though you don't have to. But then I was like, Scizor has one weakness. It is a 4x weakness, granted, but I felt like I could build a team around that as opposed to going with something else. Plus, it has Switch Initiative, Defog, Priority. So I'm not confident against John. I'm confident in general with my team. I'm definitely really, really excited. I really think that I have a good thing going, but just week one John can...
It's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. So I'm thinking we should, I think you already started, but I'm going to head over to that route up to the top right corner of this town here after I face the roller skate person. Because you can catch one more Pokemon up there, so I think it might be a good idea for us to both grab one more Pokemon for our teams before we take on Viola and her gym. And then next episode, we're going to have the highly sought after, highly anticipated cage match.
Yeah. Dude, I actually didn't even catch a Pokemon in round 3. I got to go back.
You didn't encounter anything?
Because I just went for trainers. I never had an encounter.
Oh my god. So yeah, go back and see what you end up grabbing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on to the next route here and see after I take on roller skating Rinka or whatever her name is. See what I could find on the next route. I know there's some like I think I mentioned Riolu over there. I think you can get Litleo. Not like I need another fire type anyway, but
yeah.
Litleo, and then I think maybe Psyduck and some cool Pokemon like that. So
yeah, I think if I can get a Psyduck, I'd be happy. Psyduck, or I mean, I personally wouldn't mind Litleo myself. In this game, a quick question. In this game, there's no TMs that are necessary to move on. They converted everything to HMs, correct?
Correct. Yeah, I don't think you need Flash or anything like that. So you should be
cool.
Fine.
Who are you least excited to verse in the GBA? Is it John?
Honestly, I'm gonna say it's you, and the reason why I'm gonna say that. So there's a part of me that's really excited to face you in the GBA, Shady, obviously, because we're pals, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. We have 2 matches against each other, but you have this Pokemon named Superior, and this other Pokemon named Milotic.
What's wrong?
What?
What's wrong with those 2 Pokemon?
Nothing's wrong with them, but they're very, very difficult to take down, especially in tandem. So I'm not too scared about Mega Scissor. I'm not too scared about Conkeldurr. I'm not too scared about those Pokemon. But for me, looking at Superior and Milotic is a bit daunting. But it's going to be tough for you to take down that Mega Sableye Chansey core regardless. So
yeah, that's going to be disgusting, dude. I don't know what I have.
Like week 4 or something like that, or I don't know. But it's going to be intense. It's going to be intense, man. It's going to be a good matchup.
I have a couple of ideas, but I mean, it's no secret that I don't have a fairy type in my team. So I'm kind of bunked on that regard. Whoever has a Zoom roll is going to have like an okay timing. But Chansey, dude, you really had to go Chansey.
I had to, man. As soon as I had the opportunity to grab Sableye, as my draft started to formulate, I realized, okay, like the megas I wanted are gone. My original 3 megas were Venusaur, then Altaria, and then if I couldn't get those, I was looking at Mega Beedrill. And all 3 of those went pretty quickly. So then it was like, okay, Mega Sableye might not get grabbed for a while. Let me try to grab Mega Sableye and kind of see what I can do. Because this Pokemon is really good, and obviously there's a lot of potential here. And then if I get Mega Sableye, maybe I can grab Blissey or Chansey, and then all of a sudden I'm looking at this, pretty impressive defensive core. So it kind of worked out for me in my drafting strategy that I was able to grab Mega Sableye in the 5th round, I think, and then Chansey in the 6th. So it allowed me to get things like Terrakion and Volcarona and even Mew a little bit earlier. And I think Mew is going to be my hugest Pokemon on my team. I really am looking forward to mixing it up. I like to make creative sets, and I think Mew allows me to do just that.
Yeah,
so.
Mew lets you do whatever you want, honestly, which is going to be really good. I can understand why you're not afraid of Conkeldurr. I mean, Mew's right there, but I don't know. I have ideas. I have ideas, especially now hearing about things. I have ideas for things, definitely. I don't know.
All right, well, all I know is that at +6, Superior does like 40-something%, I think, to Chansey. So.
Oh my gosh! What if I rock that HP Fighting? What if I rock that HP Fighting +6?
Go for it. Please run HP Fighting, because then you have nothing for Volcarona. Believe me, I've thought long and hard about our matchup already, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. I should probably stop talking about my strategies, so you don't take advantage.
No, you're fine. You're fine, man. You can keep going. I have no problem. What do I name a Fletchling?
Oh, you got a Fletchling. There you go, man. That's really cool. You get
a
flyer,
type.
you get a fire type.
Are you getting a Psyduck?
No,
it's a trainer.
No.
Oh
it's
my
a trainer.
gosh.
I wish, man. That would have been awesome.
That really would have been ridiculous. What am I gonna call you? You know what? I'm just gonna call you Ace. Ace the Talonflame. I like that.
If only Psyduck could learn, or was Psychic type as well.
I know, dude. I always think that Golduck and Psyduck are Psychic type, without fail.
Yeah, they learn Psychic moves, but they're not Psychic type, which is kind of a little bit of a mix-up on Game Freak's part. I kind of think that one, and then I think Flygon, in my opinion, should be Bug type. Yeah, might be a little bit biased, but
I don't know. I think you know what it is, because I just remember playing Red and Blue as a kid and always thinking that Psyduck was Psychic because Starmie was Psychic, and I was like, oh, these 2 Psychic water types. It's really cool.
Yeah, and I think they really, especially in the TV show, they really played up him using Confusion and having Psychic moves, and then all of a sudden, he's not actually Psychic type.
Yep.
He just learns Zen Headbutt and Psychic and all these other stuff.
For no reason.
Yeah, right?
Psyduck using Tail Whip is incredible. Oh my gosh.
It turns around and waggles. I remember I got my girlfriend to play Pokemon X recently because she beat ORAS, and it was like the first game she's ever played through. So I got her to play X, and I remember she was sitting on the couch and just laughing hysterically when she saw Psyduck turn around and do the Tail Whip. Similar to how you're reacting.
Not bad. Oh my
god, I'm about to get this Vivillon right now.
Wait, what? Oh my gosh.
Do I have an evolution? Ooh,
no!
We got our first evolution.
Wait, is there level 12?
Is evolving. No, it's level 9. It evolves at level 9 into
9 and 12. Oh my goodness.
Vivillon. What's your Vivillon pattern? Do you have the same one? You have the same one I have, right? Polar?
Yeah, I'm assuming. I think so.
Both living on that East Coast.
I think so. Look at this little guy.
Yeah, I got my nice little Spupa here. Not bad.
Oh my goodness. This guy's using Ember. Ember's only doing 2 HP.
Really? To Chespin?
No, never mind. That couldn't have been it. I was using Rollout and hearing the super effective sound. I lied entirely. But Leo doesn't have Ember. I don't want to Leo now. I got a Fletchling.
Rollout is key. That is a really good move.
Yeah, dude. That was awesome on Game Freak's part. And now Alvin wants to learn Bite. Get rid of Growl. Get it up out.
I gotta catch Pokemon here on this route. I'm excited. I'm excited to mix it up here. Let's see what we got. First encounter of this new route for me is going to be
done.
A Riolu!
Are you kidding
me? Oh, it couldn't have been any more perfect. Wow, I got a Riolu. Let's go. I gotta catch it first, but this thing is powerful.
You're gonna crit it.
This thing is powerful.
You're critting it. I'm calling it. Riolu's dodging stun spores.
Always dodges stun. All right, so I hit this thing with a nice stun spore. I'm gonna catch this thing.
Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. That's a Mega Lucario waiting to happen. That is a Mega Lucario.
Gotta win some cage matches first, don't forget.
I know that, but I mean, it is pretty frail. It's pretty powerful.
But Fighting Steel is a pretty good type. So.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a pretty good type. Didn't Miguel draft Lucario?
I don't know. No, was it Miguel? Someone drafted Lucario for sure. I'm not sure who it was.
All right, let me
I don't know how viable it's really going to be.
In the GBA.
It gets hindered by its speed stat a little bit, but...
Yeah. My
Still
first
pretty good
encounter is
Pokemon.
going to be a Bunnelby.
Ooh,
All right.
nice little Bunnelby. You seem excited.
I mean, I'm not...
It's not a Riolu, but...
It's not a Riolu, and Riolu has type advantage on this. I mean, they share type advantage, but I think Lucario is a little bit faster. I think so. Bunnelby's kind of fat.
Ooh, broke out. Oh, it's got counter, too. That would have been bad.
Oh my gosh.
If it countered me.
I like how Scatterbug, or its evolution, learns Protect naturally. Very few Pokemon learn Protect naturally.
I think I'm going to try to attack this thing one more time, but I'm a little
Yeah, I
bit
think
scared
you should use a... You should, you have any Psychic type
Ember?
moves?
Just go for Ember.
Yeah, just go for Ember, man.
I don't want to kill it, man. I want to catch this thing. This thing is game-changing.
Don't get in the ball. Don't get in the ball. There's no
Dude.
reason. You don't want to live in there.
Three.
It's cold and dark.
Oh, I got it.
Come on!
Let's go.
All right. All right, I'll be a good sport.
The luck is with me
I'm
so
happy
far.
for you, Dan.
The luck is with me so far. I got this nice little Riolu, adding it to my team. It's the Aura Pokemon, or the Emanation Pokemon.
I really like
And
that.
I'm gonna name this thing Jay, after one of my my lovely subscribers on Twitch, Jay Leader. Shout out to you, buddy.
Well, there it is.
Name you Jay. You have a special place in this playthrough, my friend.
Look at that.
As long as you don't
Good
die in the
guy,
cage match.
aDrive, coming through. All right, so Bunnelby, we already got a Bugs on the opposite team.
Yeah, is it a female?
No, otherwise I'd name it Lola. I would have been so happy. But I'm gonna go with Roger. Because I like that.
Yeah,
I like
okay.
that a lot. Roger
that was a
Rabbit.
good idea. So I'm gonna heal up before I take on these last few trainers in this route, and then I think we're gonna be ready to go on against this gym leader pretty soon.
Yeah, I think so.
And then we have the cage match.
What do you know what levels the gym leader is?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's a Surskit between level 10 and 12, and a Vivillon, I think it's level 14, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my
It
gosh.
might be level 12, it's 10 and 12, but I think it might be as high as 14. It's definitely not higher than 14, though. And I know the Vivillon, it has, it's got that infestation move that makes it so you can't switch, which is very scary on a Nuzlocke.
I remember that.
I've lost a few Pokemon in my day to that thing, so...
So realistically, the only starter that has a hard time, well, not a hard time, but is not favored against the gym leader is Froakie. Because
yeah,
I
I
have
would say
rollout.
probably. The nice thing about Froakie, though, is you're able to take on the Surskit a little bit better, because the Surskit's bubble actually does a good amount. So
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
all right, so I'm
Look at
taking on this
Goldeen.
Goldeen here.
This Goldeen has beautiful makeup. I never understood. Like, it looks. No, it's not makeup. It's just the color of its eyes. For some reason, when it did a close up of it, it looked just like makeup to me. All right, let's go ahead. Let's tackle it. We're both just working for this video. Oh, you're switching out. All right, I see you, big dog.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the experience across the board here, so I have
true.
a couple things to take on this gym leader, because it could be kind of challenging.
Yeah, and Jay's level. Wow, Jay's level 7. What level was
Yeah,
my?
good level to catch it at.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my goodness. All right, so who do you think is going to be your easiest? If you're at least looking forward to playing me, I mean, I don't know why Serpents, but who do you think you're going to have a good time against? Not to disrespect them.
So it's kind of tough for me to say because it's my week 1 matchup. I play Crimson twice, and I look at Crimson as being a very good battle. Oh my god. Oh, that did half.
Oh my
Goldeen just
goodness.
did half to me. I got to be careful. I didn't realize it had Peck. So I would say Crimson, who's my first week opponent. I'm gonna say that Crimson is gonna be the person that I like my matchup against the most.
Okay.
That's not anything against Crimson because he's a
team.
good battler and he's got a good team. But I just think on paper again, and the amount of time I'm putting in to this week puts me at a good advantage. I mean, he's got a really tough time. He really only has one specially defensive wall, which is Clefable, and that doesn't really really match up too well against a team that has a lot of special attackers. So we'll see. Anything can happen. If he prepares really well and I don't plan for it, you never know. But it's kind of the nature of the GBA. But I really do like my matchup. How about yourself?
I think I'm actually not.
Don't say aDrive.
I feel confident going up against Nips. It's
Really?
also the matchup that I'm most excited to do against. Maybe that's
Because
why.
you drafted his mascot.
Yeah, well, that's exactly. I think that's why I think it's going to be a easy match for me because I think the mental exhaustion of seeing his mascot drop on my side of the field is just it's gonna throw the match in my favor.
He might just run.
What?
He might just run away.
Yeah, he literally might just hit the run button. I think I'm gonna ask him if he wants to do that.
He might just like, if I saw my mascot on the other team, which is a possibility. I don't know who actually drafted Mega Pinsir, but if I see that happen, it's definitely a little bit daunting because you're like, that's my baby right there. That's my favorite Pokemon, and this guy right here is using it against me.
Yeah.
You know, if I kill it, then it's kind of a depressing situation. But if I,
you got to do what you got to do.
It's a tough situation to be in.
Yeah, the emotions will run high, mental exhaustion will ensue. It'll be good. I think that's why I feel like I'm pretty confident against it. And Nips is a great battler and he's got a good team, but I just think on the mental game, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him so hard.
Yeah, you're gonna have to bring that Regirock too.
Oh no, 100%. I don't care. He can plan for it. I told him, like, dude, it has 5 weaknesses. Easiest thing to plan for. Go for it. I'm bringing it. Like, there's no doubt. I have to bring it. Oh man, I'm so excited.
So you got to tell me about the story because I wasn't a part of the GBA when this happened, but I saw this little clip after your beautiful Mankey New York Mankey t-shirts came out that you used Ice Punch on a Mankey and froze. What was it, Landorus?
Yeah, froze a Landorus, dude. That was the best moment. That's one of my top 5 moments so far of doing YouTube and playing Pokemon. Was I brought a Mankey to an OU match because I just wanted to. I brought a Mankey. It was a mixed OU match, but I was just doing a video to kind of hype up the GBA. So I was using the 2 Pokemon that I drafted, Conkeldurr and Scizor, and then I used the Pokemon that Miguel drafted, which was I think I used my own Landorus maybe. And then my opponent brought a Landorus, and I brought a Mankey just because we didn't have enough in the draft yet for me to take one from each team, or they didn't work well together, or there was too many Megas, whatever have you. So I brought a Mankey to represent New York Mankeys, and I switch in this Mankey on this Landorus, and I'm like, all right, he's either gonna go for U-turn, he's gonna try to take me out. There's no chance he's expecting a Choice Scarf Mankey. So I honestly expected to KO it. I don't know why. I expected my Mankey it's ×4 effective. Come on, Mankey has like base 45 attack. It'd be fantastic. And go for the Ice Punch. It hits. It doesn't do like, I think it does half. It did half, a 4 times effective move, but then it freezes, and it was a party after that.
Now what happened on the next turn? Frozen Landorus in front of this Mankey.
Oh, frozen Landorus in front of this Mankey, and he switches out.
Oh,
I was so upset because I wanted Mankey to get the KO, and I almost predicted the switch. Like, I was trying to play competitive, but then my emotions got the best of me. It's like, no, this Mankey needs to get this kill.
You got to stay in with the Mankey.
Yeah, you have to. So he switched inappropriately to something to eat the next Ice Punch, and had I gotten a double freeze, I would have thrown my 3DS across the room and quit the game because that would have been absolutely ridiculous. But no, it was a good time. It was a good time. People enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was very tempted to draft Rampardos this season because my NU picks were kind of a little bit questionable anyway to at least some people.
Yeah.
So I was very, very close to drafting mascot this season of Rampardos, but I heard that typically doesn't go too well, so I went against that as my decision.
I mean, I wouldn't have minded seeing Rampardos on the field, man. That would have been kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a good Pokemon, and in the right setting, it's actually not terrible. I mean, it does get a lot of powerful hitting moves. I believe it has Sheer Force, and it gets Rock Polish to kind of make up for its, less than good speed. So there's some opportunities there, but at the end of the day, I felt like the NU picks that I grabbed were a little bit better. So
yeah, no, understandable, definitely. I think the draft. It's really cool to see that there wasn't any. I don't think there was any terrible drafts this season. Like, I don't think so. I think our draft format really allowed us to get pretty equal teams. But I got to ask you, what do you think your best steal in the draft was? Like, what Pokemon do you think that you got that other people probably should have had their eyes on, and you're really happy with that pick? I want to say Regirock, but I won't. I'm going to say... I mean, honestly, Regirock was a great NU... I think it was a great NU pickup for the base stats that it has. I know it has 5 weaknesses, but I think... I would say Superior. I'm actually surprised that Superior... It's tied for me with Superior and Milotic. One for offensive, one for defensive. But I'm surprised no one wanted to go with Superior with its speed and ability. I think that was in the 5th round I think I grabbed it. Or was it the 4th? It might have been the 4th.
I truthfully didn't realize how fast Superior was until I started doing some team analyzing, and I realized it's like base 113 speed.
Yeah,
that puts it at outspeeding pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Which is really scary. Especially for someone who has to plan to face it twice. So definitely a good pickup.
Yeah, the speed factor one, like, it was just like to me it was a no-brainer. Like, Leaf Storm, Contrary, and then 113 speed, outspeed. Like you said, outspeeds most things. And I really, in past seasons, I've had super slow teams. So being able to actually have Pokemon like Garchomp and Superior to break that base 100 speed level is really, really nice.
I didn't actually realize you had Garchomp too. That's a really good pickup.
Yeah, that was my third. I think that was my third pick. So I don't consider that a pretty. I mean, honestly, I'm surprised Garchomp made it to the third round. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of surprising because Garchomp he synergizes really well with Scizor because the fire weakness, fire resistance, etc.
Yeah.
I really like the synergy there.
I had Garchomp last season for a few weeks. I ended up trading it towards the end, but in favor of a different route because I didn't want the ice weaknesses. But
yeah,
very, very good Pokemon. I mean, its base speed is 102, I believe, so it's going to outspeed all your base 100s.
Yeah.
It hits like a truck, and you know, it doesn't have Dragon Dance, but it has some other opportunities like Swords Dance and stuff like that, which make it a very, very daunting opponent for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
No one wants to take on that thing. I certainly don't. So,
what about you? What do you think your best steal was?
My best steal, honestly, I'm gonna have to say my second round pick, which is Mew. I know it was a second round pick, so it's kind of like I took it early.
Yeah.
But I really, really do feel that Mew is one of the best Pokemon in the GBA, if not, you know, in the top like 3 or 4. I really feel strongly about Mew. I don't think it's a first round pick, but it's just so incredibly versatile. It's got base 100 across the board.
Yeah, that's something you can't touch, dude. Base 100s.
Yeah, base 100 across the board. That makes it pretty fast. You can run any set in the world. It gets defog. It gets dual screens. It can run like a coverage set. I mean, it really can do so many different things. And having that versatility and having a Pokemon that you can't prepare for, my opponent cannot prepare for that thing. I think it's a really good Pokemon. And it's great. It was a great Pokemon to build a team around. Drafting that allowed me to go for a Pokemon like Volcarona, so I don't have to worry about the defogging aspect, and it's just such a good Pokemon. I mean, I'm playing with some sets now. I've been testing all sorts of different, opportunities and different sets for that thing.
Yeah.
And the possibilities are endless. They really are.
No, that's definitely a great, like you said, it's literally the Pokemon of your choice. Like you can even throw Transform on there if your opponent has a Pokemon you really want to steal. Superior. Like there's
Imagine
options.
transforming into the Mega.
Yeah.
Mega, like transform into the Mega with a Choice Scarf, and I think you actually get all their stats plus you're faster, and you get their move pool.
Yeah.
I think you can choose again your move if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you do. You get to re-choose your move. So it's, dude, there's so many. Mew is definitely a great pick. I think, like you said, I mean, it was a second round pickup, so it wasn't like you didn't steal it, but I really think that I don't think it would have made it to third round.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So let's wrap this up. We're gonna get to the gym in the next episode, and then we're gonna have our little cage match, which is gonna be super exciting. I don't know if you thought about who you're gonna bring yet.
I'm thinking about it. I just really don't know if it's worth the risk.
It's gonna be a super secret. We're both not gonna know who each other are bringing, but I think we'll take on the bug type gym leader Viola in the next episode, guys, which is gonna be on Shady's channel. So make sure you check out his link in the description below, and make sure you guys give this a thumbs up rating, subscribe if you're new, and that's gonna be it, guys. So I want to thank you guys for watching this episode. You want to say your goodbye, Shady, and I'll take us out.
I'm good. I'm not on my channel. My OCD is settled.
All right, so Shady's good. I will catch you guys later. This has been your boy aDrive. Peace.